Welcome to 3 Secrets to Look and Feel Fabulous. This edition of Bob's Coffee Chat features Denise Swenson, a pioneer in the image and color consulting industry. Denise is an award-winning couture fashion designer, has been featured as the beauty expert on ABC, and trained in makeup artistry by Academy Award winner for Best Makeup, Steve Tofanetti. Denise has achieved all of this despite a traumatic childhood experience in a foster home. The lack of being able to express herself while growing up has made her a passionate advocate for helping women refine their image so they can deliver their message to the world with confidence and style. After working with Denise, thousands of women feel more confident, look great, and triumph throughout their day with grace and style. Today, we learn style, beauty, and grace with master stylist Denise Swenson. Denise, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. So do I just go on speaker review then? Oh, you did it. You did it. Okay, here I am on speaker review. And I have Lorene's dress form that she let me borrow. I'm up here working with her with clothing up near the Chico area. So anyway, hello, welcome. I'm happy to see you. I'm going to go ahead and start my program here. Okay, let me see how this is going to work. Okay, all right. So today's topic is 3 secrets to look and feel fabulous. I'm going to change this to speaker view. How do I do that? Oh,
Denise, we see you just fine.
Okay, all right. So the way you dress tells a story about who you are. Would you like to know how to dress to get the results that you want in your life? That's exactly where we are headed today. Okay. So as a fashion designer and style expert, here is what I have found. Most women, and I will say sometimes men as well, I haven't worked with as many men, are very critical of their bodies and they have no idea how to dress in a way that is fun, that shows their personality and is flattering. It's such a joy for me, truly and really from my heart, when my clients begin to grasp this concept and to witness how it changes their life. That's my favorite thing. My passion is to see the light go on when women look in the mirror and they see themselves as beautiful. It's hard for us, for our species, I think. Anyway, I'd like to give you a bit about my background, and I don't want to over labor on it, but I have came across a box of archives that had been stored at my passed away like 12 years ago. I put them in a place and I totally forgot that I had them. So it was really fun for me to find these. So these are pictures of me as a little girl. As a child, I sang, danced, and modeled, and I loved to dress up. So I was part of a singing group. I sang professionally at the Balboa Bay Club in Newport Beach, California. To several celebrities were in the audience. I didn't know what any of that meant at the time, but looking back at all the and I modeled. So here's a picture of when I was 5, my first professional modeling picture, and then later for me as an adult. And modeling taught me how to move gracefully and how to pose. It's not something that many people are taught or know about unless they happen to be in the arts or have the training for it. It was fun for me to come across this newspaper clipping from the early 1980s where it says, image consultant believes inner beauty is vital to women. I didn't even remember that I wrote something like that when I was in my late 20s. And it says, Denise Swenson helps this woman with her makeup. And it was a before and after program that was on television. My one-woman show in Ashland, Oregon, which I all but forgot about just because as one part of our life ends and we go into some other new category or whatever, sometimes we don't remember. But all of these garments were my original designs and I did all of the sewing and design for them. I love sharing what I know. And on this picture on the left, I'm showing a woman how to wear a coat that I designed and created. And I had custom-made fused glass buttons made for that coat, which you can see it. I love speaking at women's groups about how to dress with style and how to feel better. I have all these archives, me and my story on the cover of 65 Degree magazine as the designer for the Peninsula and stylist extraordinaire. I got my certificate of advanced apparel design in the 1990s. And also I did some training with Kenneth King, who was the designer for Elton John, who made all of Elton John's fun hats and a whole bunch of jackets for him as well. So anyway, that's a little bit about me in a rush. And I'd first like to talk to you about the first secret, since we are doing 3 secrets to look and feel great, or fabulous rather. So the first secret is to know yourself. And to know yourself, you really need to know how you want to be perceived and seen. So you get to decide how you want to see yourself and how you want the world to see you. And if you don't make that decision, it will be way more challenging to find your personal style. Because the personal style isn't just about the clothes, it's about how the clothes relate to who you are and how you want to be seen. And maybe how you want to be seen isn't who you are right now, but you can grow into it, because I believe we are all in a state of becoming. We're all always having growth, whether we're aware of it or not. And we get the opportunity to continue to grow and evolve our style and who we are. So the first step of these secrets, it really is deciding, who are you? How do you define you? And what is the style that will represent who you are and your personality? So step 1, make the decision. How do you want to be seen? The first step is to know what impression you want to make and to start with the end in mind. It's kind of like if you're planning a wedding, you don't wait till the day before to try to plan it. You plan it way ahead and you parse out how long it's going to take to do all the elements that will get you to a wedding on the right date at the right time with everything done. Once you decide how you want to be seen, then you can start thinking about your style. Because if you don't know how you want to be seen, there's no point in even looking for a style. You don't have any idea how your style is going to represent you. For step 2, develop a style that reflects who you are. If you want to portray a certain image, style, impression, you must know your body type. That's like number 1 key. If you don't know your body type, you won't know how to dress it. You must dress for the body you have right now. And this is something that I've worked with several clients on this. One client in particular, whose name I will not name. She had a propensity for gaining and losing weight all the time. And so her answer to that, her solution to that was that on the top shelf of her closet, she had banker's boxes that I don't even know, they didn't have lids on them, that they were boxes up across the top of the shelf. And she had 5 different boxes for 5 different sizes of clothes. And she kept going up and down, up and down. So I was helping her to clear out her closet, to up level her wardrobe, to get rid of the things or show her what things didn't work and what things did work. And I asked her about those boxes. She goes, oh yeah, those are my clothes. When I lose weight and when I gain weight, this is what I do. So I said, well, I think we should go through those boxes. So we pulled all the boxes down, and little did she know, they had all been eaten up by insects. So what happened is then that and I said to her, you don't need to have clothes for every single size you think you're going to be. You need to dress for your body type now. And if you like the clothes, then you can, find out a way to manage your size. Sometimes that's not possible because health issues and different things. But anyway, it was just, everybody has different ways that they process things with clothes and everything. But it's really important that you dress for the body type you have right now. So if you like the idea of having separate sizes for when your weight changes, don't have them in the closet at the same time. Have only the clothes in your closet that will fit you right now. It's too frustrating otherwise, don't you think? And then while you may have the same body type as other women, the way that you choose to dress it and who you are is absolutely unique. We're all unique. We're all one of a kind. Before you purchase anything, you need to know the right cut, the right proportion, the right colors, the right fabrics, the right neckline, the right sleeves, so that it is proportionate to you and so that it reflects who you are. I'd like you to just take a look at this picture. This is the same woman, and I'd like to have you just notice what you notice. There is a distinct difference in how she looks in each outfit. And I would love to get your feedback after we finish with the talk and into the Q&A. What catches your eye? Maybe you could just write it down. And if you forget, that's okay. But there's subtle differences in clothing that are sometimes hard to see. This is part of my genius zone. This is just a natural way for me to do things. And I know that it's unique. I came up with the decision not very often ago that I think I was born with the style gene because it's been my whole life. Number three, step three, dress for the occasion. So here's some things to ask yourself if you have some special occasion. You can ask yourself, what does this say about me? And is my personality showing? Is it too old or too young for me? Is it in style? Does it fit properly? And does this look reflect how I want to be seen? And this could be whether it's a date, a wedding, a swim vacation, or traveling to Europe or whatever. Just for the occasion, what is it that you need and how does it look? And really, instead of just throwing a bunch of things in a suitcase without trying them on, I'd highly recommend that you try them on first. Nothing worse than showing up someplace with a suitcase and find out that none of the clothes really work. So this is a testimonial from one of my clients. She says, "Thank you, Denise, for the much needed wardrobe and color makeover. Thanks for helping me pare back my closet to just the items I love and look and feel good in. I feel lighter and hotter. And thank you for helping me to understand my true colors and style." So the second secret is your personality area. And I call this the personality area because this is where people look at us when we're engaging with them. They look at us usually like we are now on a Zoom call, where maybe we're just, from the underneath from our armpits up to our head. That's a lovely image, isn't it? Your hair frames your face and your makeup enhances your coloring. So both of those elements are important in how you appear to yourself and for others. So the first step is makeup. And if you don't know what makeup colors to use or how to apply your makeup, you might look older than you are. You might look outdated, ready, or sallow. And there are undertone makeup tints that can help to balance out ready skin or blotchy brownish skin spots, or the sallow being more yellow. There are colors that you can use underneath your regular base foundation makeup. And then step number three is the right lighting. So if you're not using the right lighting for online conferences or any other platform that you use when you're on your computer and people are going to see you, you can appear to look sallow. Your wrinkles can look very dark, and you could be washed out altogether if there's too much light on your face. So these are things to be aware of. And this is my beautiful client, Mary. I worked with her for quite a number of years. So what she came to me because she didn't really know how to dress. She had gained a lot of weight. She had two children who were young, and she was still carrying her belly fat from her 2-year-old. And she has beautiful pink skin, and she had dark, beautiful hair underneath, but she had it dyed with these orange stripes that looked terrible on her. She wore all the wrong makeup, washed her out totally. And even the colored green that she has on here is not a good color for her. This is her after, which over a period of, I'm thinking probably maybe 4 to 6 months of me working with her, shopping with her, going through her closet, she had a bedroom turned into a walk-in closet. So that's how many clothes she had. And she loved to get dressed up, but she didn't have any sense of her style. She didn't understand color or how to put outfits together. She's wearing this hat because this was at Derby Day, a Derby Day event in the Monterey area. And, but you can see how much brighter and happier that she is, and that the green of this necklace looks much better on her. And she just is a really gorgeous woman. And she gave me a lovely testimonial about how blessed she was working with me, and how, I had to help her as a single mom with young children modify her wardrobe also. And then I selected new makeup colors for her. She only had 3 items. She had 4 drawers full of makeup. Only 3 of the items were the right colors for her. So we went out shopping and I helped her pick out all her makeup because I have a background in that. And anyway, she gave me just great accolades about how I worked with her. But, you know, it's my position in working with women is I never criticize, I never point out things that are wrong in a way that would ever make somebody feel bad. I mean, who wants to feel bad if you already are? I mean, I myself often will put on a really great outfit. If I'm depressed, if I'm feeling low, I will just dress to the nines and go out and just walk. And then people smile at you. If you're grumpy and lumpy and you're sad or whatever, people don't smile at you. So that then boosts my energy. So I do use clothing in that way sometimes, just to perk me up if I've had, you know, some misfortune or whatever. But anyway, she was a lovely, lovely human being. So the third secret, posture and poise. Step 1 is to walk with confidence. And one of the ways to tell how a person feels about herself or himself is to examine their walk. Is it slow, tired, painful, or is it energetic and purposeful? People with confidence walk quickly. They have places to go, people to see, and important work to do. Even if you aren't in a hurry, you can increase your self-confidence by putting some pep in your step. So I can encourage you to practice walking confidently and practice on walking, you know, I don't know what I was going to say, so we're going to just scrap that. You know how it is, right? Okay, step number 2 is your posture when sitting. And gosh, with all the time we spend in front of the computer, who doesn't have neck and shoulder problems? Especially because unless you're sitting in an ergonomic chair and you have the table at the right height for you, you're bending down like this, or it's just not a good thing. So these are 3 different posture positions. I hope you can read this. Should I make that bigger? Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of blurry, but anyway, you can kind of see what the things are. So the one on the far right is the proper sitting posture. The one on the far left is the slouched sitting, and then in between in the middle. But if you can learn some exercises for how to straighten your shoulders and lift your neck and doing shoulder exercises and movements and things like this, or go to somebody that does reflexology or a chiropractor or something like that, because your bones can solidify into a position over time if you don't do anything about it. And then that's not a good thing. So I encourage you to take action on that. And then step 3 is the common posture types. Which posture type are you? The one on the far right is the best posture. I can't read what the first letter is, normal posture. And then the one on the far left is the slouch, flat back, the spoon rather, round shoulders. But any of these can be painful over time if they're not corrected. And a lot of times it's just a matter of self-discipline. I'm going to stand up straight. I'm going to suck in my stomach. I'm going to lift up my rib cage. I'm going to move my shoulders back. I'm going to lift up my chin. You know, and we forget sometimes, right? Especially in the past year, there's been a lot of weirdness that we've put up with. So this is my client, Jen Koffel, and she had a VIP session with me a few months ago on how to walk with style. And she told me that, as you see here, she's worked with stylists for years and has never had a stylist teach her the walking part of styling. Not only that I taught her walking with style, but also different posing positions for photos, how to walk up and down stairs with grace and style, and also how to sit and stand from a chair with style. You know, so you have a graceful movement rather than jerky and I also helped her with some hairstyle options for her. Yeah, so another lovely gal. So here's a little bit about what I do. I teach my clients how to use their colors, and that's also available virtually. I customize a color palette for my clients, and this is a color palette with cool colors here in the middle. And then on the left, we have all of the colors to be donated and sold that were purged out of her closet, drawers, garage, wherever all the clothes were. So you can see the difference, how one has a pink, or what we call a cool undertone, and the other one has a warm undertone. And then when I work with clients, I always take photos of the outfits that I create for them so they can easily put these outfits together. And I can create outfits virtually also. My client Mevu was delightfully surprised with all of the outfits I put together for her from shopping in her closet, outfits she never ever considered putting together. And look how just adorable she is and how great those outfits look. That's really my fun to do that. Okay, for some reason this is not on there. Okay. My virtual services include shopping, styling, color analysis, and closet edits. And I am a member of the Style Collective. And also I graduated from the Going Virtual training last year from a wonderful group of women who have been in the image and style business as long as I have, but they have been doing virtual for 10 years. And I only learned about virtual styling in this past year. So they've got a head start on me for sure. So here's another client testimonial from my sweet friend, Miriam Lytle. We reconnected after a few decades of not seeing each other. She writes, she was such an impact on my life when I was just a young girl in the 1970s. She taught me makeup, modeling, and poise in a self-discovery class, which was for teens. 10 years later, she hired me in her image and style consulting business and taught me so much about sales and business, skin analysis, and working with, I can't see what the word is after that, but you can. She really lit a light in me and set me on a course that I enjoyed for over 30 years. She was the owner of the Wolf Mountain Day Spa in Grass Valley for 12 years. And it was an award-winning spa, and she employed 8 to 10 people. And she credits me for the sharing of my expertise and sharing with her business that gave her that opportunity to do that. So that was really so fun for her, because, who knows, she was probably 15 or 14 or 15 maybe when she took that class with me. So we go back a long way for sure. And she's just a delightful, lovely, lovely gal with grown daughters and granddaughters. So how much does it cost you to not know your style and what to wear? How much time do you waste in the morning looking in your closet? How much frustration and stress do you experience? Are you feeling self-conscious about how you look? Are you feeling uncomfortable in clothing that isn't quite right? And gosh, I see so many women that will put on something. You can tell that when they're walking down the street or sitting down, they're tugging on their clothes because it isn't quite fitting right, and they can tell that maybe that skirt in the back hiked up too high, or the tank or the top showing their belly or something like that. I'm not belittling or making fun of, but I mean, other than we all have things like that go on, right? The idea is to not have that, is to learn how to not have that. So feeling guilty about all the clothes you've never worn that still have the price tags on them. Oh my gosh, have I ever seen people who have had things in their closet for 10 or 15 years and they don't want to get rid of them because they still have the price tags? They feel that that's, going to cost them too much, or, I mean, what do I want to say? That they'll be losing something if they can't just give it away because they paid money for it. So we all have different ways of thinking about it, but I really recommend that is not what you do. So it's time to define your style, and defining your personal style is the easiest way to have a wardrobe full of clothes that you will love to wear. I bet, how many of you would love that? If you like that idea, write yes in the chat for me. It takes the guesswork and the uncertainty and the frustration out of shopping for clothing and creating outfits. You will definitely feel a whole lot better when everything in your closet happens to be perfect, right for you, easy to make outfits. This is really what I love the most. It's most fun for me to show people how to put together their outfits once they've figured out what their style is and all that. So I have a gift for you. I don't know what our timing is here.
We're doing very well, Denise. You got plenty
Okay,
of time.
thank you. So it says my internet connection is unstable. If you can't hear me, let me know and I'll switch to a different carrier. As a thank you for being here, I have a free gift for each of you. It's called Your Guide to Finding Your Unique Style, and it is 16 pages full of great ideas. I am an idea person, so you can know that they're great. And it's presented by me, and this photograph is me seen here in Paris on a shopping trip. Who doesn't want to do that, right? What I'd like you to do is take a screenshot of this particular slide so that you can copy the URL to get your free guide. And take a screenshot for sure. And this is a free guide. So I want to just tell you what's going to happen. When you click on this link, you are going to get a form to write down your first name and your email address. It says subscribe, but you're not going to get anything from me except this free guide. So don't worry about it. I tried to change subscribe to something else. It's not going to let me, but it's not going to, I'm not going to be bombarding you with stuff. I'm not a person that wants to have 3 emails from every person I've worked with every day. It's just too much. So please be sure that you take a screenshot of this and get this free guide. It's really wonderful. It's 16 pages and it's got great content. And then this is how it's going to show up. Actually, this is the front page of it. Actually, I don't have all of the pages of it here, but you will get it and you can have it to use for forever. And then I'd like to, okay, hold on here. I don't know if I can go back. Can I go back? Okay, I'm just going to leave the screen here. I would like to tell you about something else that I have that I've conjured up for you. So I have set aside 5 slots for the first 5 people who would be interested in a Defining Your Style private coaching call with me. My fee for this session is normally $250, but I am offering it free to the first 5 people who are interested in participating with this and taking advantage of it. So if you want it, you will need to send me an email, and my email is on this screen right here. And as soon as you send me an email, I will get back to you and we can schedule the time for it. So you can do a screenshot of this and then you can just email me. And again, I'm not going to harass you. I'm busy. I don't have time to be sending out tons and tons of things to people, but I really appreciate your being part of this talk. And this is my first virtual talk. So this was really kind of a challenge to get this whole thing together. And I'm excited that you were here to participate in it. So thank you very much. I guess I am ready, Bob, for the Q&A part.
Well, very good, Denise. This is very wonderful. Thank you very much. So I'm going to stop the official recording on this and we'll open up